but didn't get here on time, of course. So
okay,
kind of
so still a
scraping the
chance
bottom of the barrel.
it could turn up though, right? Still a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. I mean, anything's possible, right? That's what they say.
Yeah, that is what they say. Someone has said it at least.
Oh, look, we actually have Counter-Strike. I feel like the count. Yeah, let's go. Let's get into it, right? So look at this. We got Fnatic and OG. Remember these guys? These are our very special agents as we get ready to head into this third map.
All triple O right now. They are running right out mid and into the jaws of Fnatic. It is a slaughter from Giacchino. 3 kills and the bomb's loose. Issa in the apartment. All right, give it a go. Why not? 1v5. Easy as that. No, it's not. Giacchino finds 4. And oh boy, Fnatic, they're back. We never lost faith.
New man Giacchino with 4. Not too shabby. I like to see Fnatic on the CT side. I want to see what JW is going to be up to with the AWP when it's time. But for now, it will be the Scout. Do love a butterfly knife.
Who doesn't, James?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Looks great.
Yeah, I think it might be the most popular knife in the game over the Karambit, I feel like. Especially I think it's the sniper special. Could fall in a lot of props for that. Oh, then OG haven't really invested much into this round. We've got Glocks on road, which will be juicy for JW. Need to finish off man 2, drops the bomb as well. Back to the Scout. I'm cleaning up around the pit, around the balcony. Some nice clean run from Fnatic. No losses. Gives them kind of a bonus round if they keep all these weapons. We'll see what they choose to do. There'll be an exchange at the very least between Giacchino and Golden. MP9's a great gun. People say it's overpowered, and I really wish they would stop talking because I feel like life is hard enough with the CT side already, and we don't need it being made even harder.
On Crispy Swede up the top of B, and Fnatic still trying to hold on to Banana with the util. They've got deep smoke and logs, and Nate will follow. OG going back to mid in a 5-on-4, knowing Fnatic are likely 2-2 split right now. A is looking tantalizing. Oh, here comes that pre-rotation for Fnatic. It'll be their undoing as JW runs wild through CT spawn and OG decide to back up. It's a classic game of Inferno. You never know. Those T's can rotate on a dime so quick. OG still holding strong right now, waiting as Fnatic have now padded the defense on this A site. App smoke being set up, and it looks like a commitment right now, but anything is possible as we've already established. And Valde, he's checking the back line.
Smoke for long. OG will have overwhelming personnel pushing the base bomb fight. Orlando will be able to hold the high ground for the time being at the very least. Catching space of grenades in the hands. This is going from bad to worse for OG. It's looking so much better for them, but they're just stuck on short. The grenades and flashbangs keep coming through. 18 seconds now to try and breach the bomb site. Orlando keeping an eye on long. JW's here for short.
Oh.
Manchu and Issa remain. Flashbang easily avoided by Orlando. Spray will make things worse, and OG had so much going for them on their way to this safe bomb site, and they almost never even got there.
This is looking much better for Fnatic, isn't it? The CT side, nice strong start. That's a huge round to collect this. We'll get no cash going forward, which could be a bit of an issue considering we've got $3,000. Like, this is one of those rounds you're like, oh, just Deagle armor, but you saved the AK. His money's pretty wrecked as it is, so that's exactly
only one person has got kills on OG in 3 rounds.
Round 4 coming up, and we've got just 2 kills on the board for Valda. That's it. And they've said that AK, so money's an issue going forward as well. So it's if you can save the day here, amazing. They're back into it, but this is a real rough start.
Very, very ropey indeed. Even in rounds they lose, they need to have more impact on the economy of Fnatic. The more money they get, the more confident JW will be, the more outrageous the plays may come. And then it becomes psychological warfare, and Fnatic is very good at that. Well, the hero AK. Issa may need a pistol player to swing, create some space for him. 1 minute on the clock, one smoke in the hands of OG.
Oh, that timing. Is he walking B or is he just going further into spawn? That's a good kill for Crim, still keeping the mid info somewhat intact for Fnatic. And now 5v4 in the other direction this time. Re-smoke back from the site, nice safe way of throwing that in. Crims can re-aggress off the back of the molly, so still keeping middle, and that allows JW's rotation to actually be valuable in this instance, because OG, it's a pretty obvious B play at this point. Re-smoke coming down 25 seconds, you've got to push it, there's no choice, there's no question about it for this OG side, and JW is churning them up with damage through the smoke. Nades avoided, smoke goes down, and no more grenades for OG, so good luck as they run into the B site. It's a bait switch to back, they kill Golden, but JW's dead as well. They're not going to be ready for the third man at the back of the site, and he almost stops that bomb from being planted.
Ooh.
It will not, though. It's a chance for OG in this 2-on-2.
Quite a good chance, if you ask me. Bit of damage and converted. Here we go, Crims. Now they've actually got to show us what they can do. Remember, they started with just Eagle Armor, that saved AK for Issa, and now they actually have the 2-on-1 advantage. You got one of the masters coming in though. Mr. Crims looking to close things out. Not going to happen. And there we go. He said if OG can win this round, they're actually in a pretty good spot. They'll have money, and they managed to bring it to 3-1. That was like a really important round for them. They managed to convert it. Fnatic still have cash for days. They'll have their first like real gun round here with the orbs coming out, etc. But that was huge, and somehow they put it off. Even after a double kill here from Jacquino, you would think that would be it, but somehow the shot lands and bomb goes down.
Yeah, I don't know how Brolin and JW get nothing done. Like, JW gets wallbang smoked killed, so it's not like he even saw his opponent, but Brolin had a great position to get one at the back of the site, and yeah, if he does, Jacquino probably wins the round there, but oh, not to be. And the orb, well, that is well and truly in play. JW aggressing down Banana for a pick, and keeping Alexibi really out of the fray right now. 1-5. Fnatic looking to reset immediately on this gun round.
Yeah, they've also got this boost, right? The kind of like double angle of elevation makes it a really horrible corner to peek if you're Issa there. So he decides to stay out of danger. And this is going to be OG stacking up down here towards T-ramp, looking like maybe they want to go for a late B play. They've conceded all this apartment's control. They've given up alt mid. Now they're going to look to take Banana, but the rotation's already coming through for Fnatic. They've already moved a man round. Joining up with Jacquino, and there's even I mean, to be fair, these players on A are very, very deep within the bomb site, right? Their rotations are going to take a while, so you really need these players for Fnatic to make a bit of a stand here at B. Something that's going to help them out is that Jacquino still has a lot of utility to use, right? He can drop a smoke as this push looks to come in, and that's really going to make OG uncomfortable. They start to go through it now. The nade finds real good damage, and Fnatic actually give up the site, right? They look to play retake here. Through the smoke, damage being done. The bomb still goes down, that's not denied. Fnatic now having a retake in a 5-on-4, and there is a chance for OG.
That Molotov in the pool was a very crucial piece of utility for OG. Otherwise, that angle around the smoke could have been disastrous. 5-on-4 retake attempt for Fnatic. There's no kit on these players though, so they don't have all the time in the world to execute through. The smokes are just going now, trying to create some space while trying to force their way into the site, but they could lose everything here. And it looks to be that way. I don't think there's time to even defuse the bomb. Very late play with no kit, and JW may not survive either. Surely he's doomed to it. Going for a very late escape indeed. And that will be denied. Way too close for comfort, and Fnatic lose everything.
Oh dear, this is where the wheels could fall off, boys. This way you could see a bit of a repeat on Mirage, who knows. The money, that's gone. Confidence starting to slip away as well. OG, some very compelling rounds, convincing. This has to be the full eco, I think, right? With 2K, you're just building up a loss bonus. You're gonna get 2,400 the next round. You got 2K right now. It's enough for a buy, not a great one. So yeah, I guess the full eco, but I guess there's something in the water right now with CSGO, like full ecos. Like they seem to be winning a lot more often on the CT side with like crazy stacks and stuff. Like it's kind of like you'll see a series at this point, like USB victories. Like it's got pretty mad. Oh, he slipped the net. JW could be onto something here. He slipped the net, but he's found.
Yeah, I don't think this will be the USP upset in this one. Crims gets a kill in the apartments, but everyone else is falling. Oh, sorry, on long side rather. He got one before he died. I don't know how. Brolin pushed forward by the Molotov, and that's a couple of kills for MBK to get a third for OG. May as well just throw your bodies at the bomb if you're Fnatic here. Try and do damage. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
What a turnaround. Looking so good for Fnatic. They lost so much in the last 2 rounds. And OG have won so many unlikely rounds with pistols on eco and such. Such a dramatic turnaround from where we were just a few rounds ago. Everybody fragging now for OG. Golden's the only one that could be 007 here in this game. Maybe this is the round for him to make his way onto the scoreboard. Double FAMAS coming out for Fnatic. Not all the grenades in the world. Perhaps this will make them more aggressive to try and find an advantage elsewhere. Be right with Mantu as Fnatic will send 3 players towards the B bomb site at the beginning. Nothing too untoward there. Some HEs towards CT. Got a forward smoke from Fnatic, but OG are way ahead of this. Maybe a war of attrition coming up shortly. See some jump spotting. Vade, does he swing? Doesn't know how many players are behind this corner. There's a flash for Chiquinho looking for Golden as well, and it goes from bad to worse for Fnatic.
Well, do they just run in now? Do you just go for it? You've got 5 players there. You could slow things down if you really wanted to, but I think you've got an open runway. Get yourself stuck in, bomb planted. Jobs are good, and boys, this one is looking like a save for Fnatic. So yeah, this is OG just continuing the momentum from the second round, right? Like they're not giving up anything right now. They've lost a pistol. I went down 0-3, but after winning that Eagle round, like they are right back in the driving seat. This is looking clinical, if you ask me. Very Bond-esque, just how he would do it. License to thrill.
Yeah, even though they get the kills so quick on B, definitely agree that like just W in at that point with 5 up. But even the bit of patience to close the spacing there for OG is nice. They know that JW has actually been very good early B rotates, and they've actually walked into a couple of triple B stacks. So yeah, they hold off for a couple of seconds just to group together, and it's a nice clean round with 5 alive. Despite the good utility down banana for Fnatic early, they put 2 players on 50 out of the gate and could not capitalize. So great entries from Valde, great flash from Alexi, and OG in the lead. So yeah, their game right here, right now. Most played map for OG, very comfortable pick. And looking to run through this group as well in style, go 2-0, top things off. Obviously waiting down in the losers matches for Group A is going to be Dignitas, the Swedish-Norwegian mix, as well as Complexity, albeit with a standard right now, Yugi playing in for Poison, who we know is on medical leave. So yeah, there's some problems going on there at least, but none of these teams worried about that just yet. Fnatic, or sorry, loser of this game will be facing the winner of that game. So I say Fnatic, maybe I'm hinting, but still legs on this train yet. How does the train have legs? Don't know, but here we are anyway.
Legs of a journey, I suppose.
Yeah.
As opposed to actual legs.
Yeah, agreed.
Legs taken away from Alexi B on Banana. There'll be a rotation of sorts from Fnatic, again starting with 3 towards the B-bomb site. They seem to have lost their legs after a very strong start early. OG again turning things around with pots and pans. Find themselves in a much better situation, although on this occasion they're on the 4 versus 5, looking to establish control of upper Banana. And then what? Do they continue? Do they commit? Only 2 players here at present. Some fast smokes into the site. No, they still have a fair amount of utility. But it seems they'll be pushing on this one. Into the B bomb site they go. Flash at the top to allow Bardolph to peek from the back. Chiquinho, a little tagging here. Got to be careful about the spray. Sorry, Golden at the back, who is currently very blind. Valde will get barbecued, and Crimson's lurking as well. Quick burst, take out Issa from the back, and it's a 5 versus 2. Exactly what Fnatic needed, but they have to finish in the same fashion as well. Again, Predator as Mantu will get instantly traded for a life for Fnatic. A few gun upgrades as well, and the score is tied early.
Oof. Well, pretty clean round from Fnatic. Bit better. They're first after losing 4 in a row. So can they keep it up? Do they have the AWP on the CD side? I don't think they do that. It's quite a scrappy finish towards the end. So Golden did very well to stay alive that long. Impressed with that. 4 of them up. But no AWPs. Money is okay. They can afford a round to give away, but not much more. So here comes the fast approach towards BOG. Pushing the envelope. Look at the damage. Oh my god, those grenades. Absolute touchdown. Beautiful stuff. JW and Crims are in a lot of trouble now.
4 players be early. I'm surprised Fnatic are bullied that far back with so many players and so much util.
The players going back, yes, you've got what? That's Crims and who else is going back with him? JW. So they use their HE grenades, right? And then you have Roland, and they can actually keep their HEs and actually use them a bit more tactically towards the end and chip away at them. So didn't really work out considering they took about 100 damage themselves, but still nice idea.
1 minute on the clock. OG looking to breach top mid. GW with a dry peek. Whole OG squad is here now. Plenty of grenades to be thrown. Not much in the name of counters on this A bomb site. There's the ultimate destination as a smoking arch at present. Crims won't be able to fall back to the site in time, taken out by a half-blind Valde, but Brian is here, moving back towards short. He's on the chase. Brian doesn't have much places to hide, and there's no second kill for him. The A bomb site taken now as Fnatic, what remains of them behind the smokes in CT spawn.
It's a rough spot to be in. Chiquinho cut down on the rotation, and Golden, he's still here, still looking like he wants to give it a look in, but you know, normally you might be thinking about saving at this point in time. He's still keen to try and deal with this player. Oh, doesn't get it though. Issa swinging back out, and OG, they do all that damage early on from the utility, it ends in that A play, and they get themselves a 5th. So this is, you know, well and truly recovered as they now find themselves back in the lead. And this is where, you know, if you're Fnatic, this is a pretty rough spot to be in, right? What with the CT economy kind of feeling the way that it is, it's very, very easy to get stuck in this trap of just never having money. So they don't just need rounds, they need clean rounds at that if they do want to build back into this game.
So, Chiquinho tagged immensely, JW even more so. Very crispy shot, and this is a desperate kind of situation. Golden with no grenades whatsoever. Chiquinho with just 20 HP, the B side completely open. Round might be done. They can just walk in the B, to be honest with you, because you've got Golden, like I said, no grenades. He can't hold off B, he knows it. Just gonna sacrifice the round, call for the save ready. I don't even think he'd peek this. Surely you don't go any further than this, Golden. Surely you don't. I think that'll be it. He'll fall back now. Not the most exciting round, that's for sure. A nice shot from MBK. Yields an open bomb site. They've got no grenades. Have to take a bit of a gamble. And I guess that's it. Not too much else to say.
See, Henry, you asked earlier what kind of gadgets we got. Another feature that we can do that I've been trying to arrange, but no one wants to.
I'm ready.
We can do live call-ins, like via the phone. I was trying to get Rush to come on and just say hello to you.
Via the phone, as in just a usual telephone. Have you got a special phone with you?
Well, no, just
yeah. Okay, yeah. I was going to say you've got some like specialist phone with you.
Just any telephone.
Okay.
I was hoping to get Rush
on the phone call. Like we've got, presumably we can just get them on Discord as well. It'd be the same sort of effect.
Yeah, but you know this, you know, like I was hoping we could. I was hoping we could ring Rush.
Henry.
I was hoping we could ring Rush while he was at work, and get him to talk to you about Danger Zone.
We used to do this to Henry, actually.
You actually did. Good call.
He used to just call Henry and ask him his opinion on random things he had no
Yeah.
vision or information on.
I would actually be at work, and you'd ring me like when I was at an event or something like that. And he's like, yeah, we got a team playing here. Who do you think's gonna win? I'll be like, actually at work at an event. And he's like, James, I have no idea. Are we live right now? And it's like, actually live on now. Face it, like season 2 or something. Good times.
Yeah.
Very different times, simpler times, I would say.
Capable of anything. Always good to invade someone's privacy at a moment's notice. Oh, that HE could be a meaty one indeed. It will be very meaty indeed. Golden looking more vegan in this round. Doesn't want any of that, but it's too late. 4v4. OG still need to make their way up top if they want to. They may assume they have control. Issa goes fishing in the meantime. Not going too far though. All goes quiet after the initial flurry. Will Fnatic seek information, or will it be a responsive round as opposed to a proactive round?
Crims, he should hear a flash hit the chimney from this position. Can he dodge it? Smokes go out, flashes well timed. Crims, oh, he lets it pass. He's going to try to swap positions, but Issa has pulled himself up a trout from the apartment, and MBK has killed his teammate. So it's gone worse for wear, but Issa is really saving the day for OG with the second, and the bomb can be planted. Roland kept back. Even a bullet through this smoke could end his life. The molly is going to bounce, but not well. Issa able to survive in the corner as the flashes come in to pop Giacchino round on the short side. Nice Molotov. OG using all their util to stall this retake out, but now the smoke fading on long. Can they replenish it in time, or will Roland push through for the 2v2?
Oh, Giacchino dealing with the first man. He's with the turnaround, and it's so close. But not meant to be. Fnatic, they do put up a fifth. They finally break this streak. They break the silence as well. But with one man surviving, you know, that's going to be a rough situation. You know, you get the round win, but it doesn't really set you up for anything in the immediate future.
It really doesn't. It's going to be another one of those really chaotic rounds going forward. They've saved an AK, maybe an AWP towards the end of that one. The one player surviving again. You're going to be knocking the door for masses, maybe a couple of M4s in the mix. We'll see what they've got overall. So it's not too bad. It's grenades on JW, I suppose, is the most alarming thing, but he's going for a straight up pick here. So they've fully invested. It's actually looking pretty good overall. Got the kits as well. Like, it's just like they need to convert this round, considering that OG still has so much cash remaining. They've got what, like 7k on Manso and MBK.
Initial grenades being avoided by OG. Battle for Banana continues with incendiaries at both ends. Again, damage taken by Fnatic this time in the likes of... Oh, God. Golden just lost half his health there with a very late grenade from OG. Huge damage. Giacchino lucky to get away with that one. Another smoke down Banana. And that's it for now from Fnatic. Issa still having a look around Boiler. Trying to be a nuisance, but there's a re-aggression from Fnatic. So we can see Crims playing anti-flash now. KW with the AWP on the long will get smoked off by Issa. Try and smoke mid in response. At least we'll try and isolate some fights for Crims, but there are too many men on the road while they're looking for the transfer. Not quite there. KW has quickly made his way towards short. Perfect flashbang though from Issa. Spots an elbow, surely. Got 2 plays now in CT Sportons. Golden get caught on a rotation. Still only 2 frags for him. 2 for 9 now, caught by 2 in CT, leaving Giacchino alone with 30 HP. Trying to defend CT and Banana. Does a tag, but no frag. Creates some space with the Molotov, but Issa's coming in from the back as Alexi B finishes him off, leaving JW versus 4.
He's got this, I think.
Yeah.
It's in the bag.
Just you wait. He's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, some secret tunnel and spawn.
Oh. This isn't a round-winning move.
He can jump on that ledge to his right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Jump
should
on the
actually.
barrel. Yeah,
Then he
it's a
might have
nice,
chance.
it's a nice surprise angle. If you're being chased, hunted, you've got a few seconds.
They're coming all right, but probably not to the spawn. They're moving up mid. Going to check out the apartments. Hit. Or standard save spots on this map.
Well, this is the nightmare scenario now. Sure, you saved the orb, but it's that cash money now. You fully invest around it. It's like coming to the end of the half. It's a really difficult decision. Now, this is like timeout territory for me. This is where you need to discuss what your options are. What's the best approach here? Does JW just call for a few pistols around him? Does he want to go for it? Looks like it's the former, and they're investing a bit. What, like 5-7 deagles? A little bit of armor. JW's got the orb, and of course you expect him to go for the pick. Fully blind, works it out, not a problem.
Spoke about the flare from Fnatic, and indeed OG have managed to stifle that somewhat on their T side. But maybe this is the start of something. Then again, perfectly timed meaty HE grenade, and Mantu's here to clean up, but not expecting Golden. Somehow he's still alive, and then the cavalry is here. Mantu and Alexi B coming as a pair. One will make his way. Oh, he's got it one way over the smoke, surely. Well, perhaps he doesn't. That'll save Mantu at least. There is a flank now. Crims has not been spotted by Issa somehow. He's made his way down towards bottom mid, but I don't think there are enough players alive to do something about this. Alexi B still watching the back. OG taking their time and being rewarded by these peaks from Fnatic.
Oh, they're even aware of the possibility of Crims in this position. It's pulled it, and Mantu just waits for the kill to get delivered. Yeah, that looked like maybe there was a chance they had them boxed into Banana with this is so deep in apartments, but very aware were OG in that round. And the fact that JW picks mid and rotates B, it's a really good call for him, but they are so prepared for it. The util up Banana for OG has been so good this game, right? Like, think of the amount of rounds we've seen Golden or Brolin down on half health within seconds and just denied. So yeah, dunk JW, they trade well into B, onto the pistols, and Crims cleaned up at the end. So OG in a very good position right now on this T side. Fnatic already getting a little bit worried now.
Yeah, OG looks super prepared to shut them down on their T side, and they've been doing so, as the score will allude to. Again, the util has been savage on Banana, especially as Hugo mentions. There's another buy for Fnatic, no AWPs, but there are still scopes, 2 orgs on Giacchino and Brolant. See if it can be a difference maker. Crims on forward lane, spot 2, takes 1 out. Stuck for now because of the molly, and then BK will finally do something about it. 4 versus 4 to 30 will favor OG, but perhaps this won't. Or perhaps it will, or perhaps it won't, because the trades keep continuing. Now it's a 3 versus 2 in favor of Fnatic. The bomb, though, is still in the hands of OG.
BK sneaking out late here through Boiler. The rest of his team trying to get out through middle. Chiquinho waiting in this corner. And he's the man who could make all the difference right now. Also, the rotation's starting to come through, so that third man is already posted up back in CT. For MBK, this is a pretty rough spot to be in. The bomb dropped, Molotov to deny the pickup as well, and he doesn't molly in the cubby. Smoke onto it. He's seen where that's come from. He knows that one player's there at least, but the double swing in, and Chiquinho collecting the kill, puts 6 on the board for Fnatic. Still a chance to kind of split this half. It's not going to be easy. It was never going to be easy, right? The money was too built up for OG. You don't get any freebies at this point if you're Fnatic.
Definitely not a $10,000 on Mantu and Issa in the final rounds. They're going to be fully equipped. Mantu doesn't even want the upgraded pistol. He stays on the Glock. He's just like, you know what? Like, keep the cash.
That's very unusual. Surely the Tech 9.
Yeah. You'd think, but he doesn't need it. Maybe he's too confident.
Golden's got 2 kills. Chiquinho is top of the server with 12. So quite the disparity on the side of Fnatic right now. Oh, the nades are coming in hot and heavy. Flash behind him. Valde moves in after they pop, and Alexi appears through the smoke with a kill as well. Double down for OG. Only Crims in B, and he's done a lot of damage, but he can't convert any of these kills. And with that CT smoke down, they know they've got a window of opportunity to take the side. The spray is good again, but only doing a little bit. And OG, they finally cross. They're in the pool. They can get this planted coffins and fall back in 5-on-3. JW is getting risky with it. Could even be spammed through this smoke. Crims might push this. It's going to fade in the next 5. He's got a chance to do so, but his traces give away his position. And MBK And Mantu finding smoke shots to clean up this half. There's no saving Fnatic here. It's looking like 9 on the T side, unless we get a 1v5 out of Brolin. I'm not holding my breath.
It doesn't look amazing for him. I feel like he's going to go down right here, right now. A pretty close half, all things considered. After OG were 3-0 down, they brought it back. But Fnatic, what are you thinking, boys? Is that them done? Can they bring this back to life after the second map disappointment and now looking a bit flat in the third?
Surely only gets better after the break, Henry. See you on the other side. You know, in Japanese subways in Tokyo, some of the quieter ones just have they have like the little sounds of birds playing, like sweet things, to discourage people from jumping in front of trains.
Wow.
How does that?
So, you know,
trivia.
So they feel better, I guess. Yeah.
Really sets the mood coming into
I guess
the
to just
second
stop
half,
that
James.
feeling of aloneness and such. Just that quiet, which might be a little too
If that's
much.
all it takes. I need to get some bird sounds. Like,
Yikes.
Yeah, I know it's grim, but it's true.
Yeah, well,
There's something
cool,
I learned
man.
in my
Grim
journey to
but
Tokyo.
true. That's the angle we'll take.
Indeed, and Fnatic had a very big struggle on the CT side. Credits to OG for really making things hard for them. But can he do the same now on the defensive side? Fnatic down a man already, and BK looking for information top mid. However, there is a B split coming. Have they read this, OG? What kind of positions will they have on this B bomb site?
Oh yeah, look, Valdez ready. He's gotten onto the plan. He spots the... Oh dear, that's a Glock dink from CT to Ruins, and he's had to reposition. He's out. He's down and out for the count. And the retake's already happening. OG, here at least, you know, knocking on the door of this B site, but they are a man down. They need something big. And this CZ on Mantu, oh, it's going to have to do some heavy lifting. It's just him and Issa left in this one, a 2-on-4 in the blink of an eye. Does this happen? Man, this is a very clean pistol round from Fnatic. Issa, while he is all the way back in CT, all right, he's made it interesting. 3 to his name, looking for the ace, and oh my goodness, Issa, he actually might do it. It's only Jaquinho left, low on HP, but low on time is Issa, and that's the big problem. He's hidden behind the pillar, and Issa gets all the kills, but not the round. It's a damn good try, but sadly, it's all in vain for Issa.
Well, he gets a ton of money,
pistol,
at least. Let's bear that in mind. He's going to get himself a ton of money. So he's got, what, $3,500. He's got armor already. He's got an M4 now. He can drop the CZ to boost the economy of another player here. I would say he's certainly forced buy into this one. It's actually a pretty strong buy. You're going to have an M4 in the mix. It's not done just yet. They could actually have a bit of an edge here in the second round. We'll see what they can do with 4 smokes. LXCB doesn't opt for one himself. He's going to put a flash in the HE. What's Issa got up next? He's going to be full of confidence, doesn't force issue for the first kill. He's going to post himself on top of second. All right. 3 players there in total.
yeah, Fnatic with SMGs. Be in mind, this could be the right stack for OG. Will they commit off the first volley of utility, right? Or do OG stall them out with smokes of their own? That's somewhat the game plan with the smoke buy on OG. But Fnatic, not known to give a huge amount of respect to their opponents. They just dart through into the site, into Issa, and he will only get 1.5. Player at the back of the boxes has fouled it with a quick shot off the Deagle, and he's hiding in the smoke, chased down by JW, giving the plant to Fnatic. And maybe just the round here, as OG already concede, going to save on the A site.
Let's see if they try to pick something up here, or maybe hold on to what they have. Well, and maybe a sigh of relief for Fnatic. Such a difficult first half for them, but looks like the second half will already be brighter, or at least feel that way. So we can see NBK's got a pop flash. Note the lineup. 1 to try at home. So they look to exit down Banana, and indeed here they come. There's the one and only flash, little early. Oh, the HE might catch Brian, actually, or perhaps not. Extra damage being done. NBK looking really good with that 5-7. And the bomb will send a rifle in his direction, so he gets something extra for his troubles. But it will be just a 1-round gap now between Fnatic and OG. Eco territory for OG, but definitely have a hero rifle on NBK. He'll drop the 5-7 to a teammate, but maybe he can do something special in the next round.
Oh, Zeus is out. I love a Zeus the half wall on Banana. I feel like it's a really good spot for it. A nice close angle that is very hard to clear as a T. Is that where Valde's going, or will he hide sandbags? Oh yeah, the mollies always make it a problem, don't they? And no smoke to put it out. None on Man2 either. Of course, Fnatic avoiding the B site now, so this Zeus will find nothing in the meantime. Another Molotov. Ooh, spreading. Valde's got to move. Man2 eats an HE as well. Alexi's got his pistol with it. It's baiting them in. Maybe he can get something done. Oh, there's one traded, and they know it's on the balk, trying to get the reload off. Dropping into the pit is Golden with a double. And that might just be the round once again. Eco getting swiftly dealt with as Fnatic plant on A, and OG try and desperately plan a way to get a Zeus kill. And so Valde is taking the long route. Not today.
So we're going to be all tied up. I want to see this Mac 10 get utilized in the next round. But we'll see what OG's approach to Banana is. It was great on the T side. Will it be as good on the CT side? They do seem extremely prepared for that area specifically. And if they can stop Fnatic from taking control of it early, that could be key to a victory here, limiting their options. So now the real game begins in the second half. Fnatic, the king of collabs at the moment. There's so many different products coming out recently. I've got one of their Hello Kitty jerseys.
I got one
like
of
the
those
Cloud9 jersey, which I don't have, Henry, actually.
Yeah, well, we're working on your size right now. We're gonna be sending it out soon. No, when LAN comes back, that's when I'm gonna do the proper rounds with all the boys to make sure everyone gets a bit. When the tournaments are back and we know we can actually see them in person, that's when we're gonna start doing that stuff. I think it's like everyone's getting sent loads of stuff right now. Let's wait until we're back at LAN. So it's coming, James. You're on the list. Don't worry. No one's got anything yet.
NBK is playing a dangerous game. Opts to fall back somewhat. Dry peaks from Fnatic. What's a nervous time, isn't it? Smoke is in library. There's one from NBK. Learning a lot of lineups from NBK's POV in these recent rounds. Brolan's crept forward though. He's got support as well. But a break from Ballet, almost finding a second. And look at the kill feed. Everybody's dying. JW and Brolan very, very low health right now.
Oh, he swings off the smoke, could have stayed in it, gets spammed through. Alexi has a gap. JW wrapping back, but this wrap unfortunately isn't going to solve much. OG are both coming from the Moto side. He's trying to flank a short player, but it's not going to work. Will, of course, give him a chance to play the bomb, and actually, a big play. Not planted for long, but he knows that they're never going to expect this. And if they dilly-dally, if they tap and start checking apartments, Alexi turns around. Great awareness, man. That's a huge risky move, leaving his teammate on the bomb there to go and check the flank with no kit in the round, and he's going to be able to pick it up. That's a big read for Alexi. JW on the long wrap, and OG, they find a round. They get on the board on the CT side. What a nice try by Fnatic. And now we have the AWP, right? It's about time. Man2 never runs at T-side Inferno. That wasn't anything new. JW, first time he can, straight in with the buy. He's got Man2 to face on the other side, taking it for the mid pick, but not hanging around. Ollie dropped to the bottom. He holds a swing angle like JW did in the first half, but no one goes out to mid through the smoke. Fnatic take Banana instead.
Taking their time, Fnatic. Sure, they don't want to get caught with any more grenades. Jump throw molly for the porch position. Force any CTs under there to rotate away. Very useful grenade to note. Where is this going? Very quick grenades bouncing off the ceiling. And looks like a fake will be offered. JW threatening to go in. Some spray as well. And it's going to be an exchange, actually. We've got Mantu making his way over towards B with the AWP. And NBK will still be holding on to the long position. Issa was getting caught now by the second flashbang. Chain flash is very useful. Chiquino dropped off by NBK, who's got limited range with the MP9. Taken out by Brolan. But Issa is still alive in the pit.
Yeah, still a threat, still a chance to play into the round. However, he is losing teammates on these rotations, so Issa's got to do a hell of a lot, and he's trapped in the corner. Up above him as well. Coming in through the graveyard, he's getting wrapped by Brolan. And Savalda, the only man left, having to just get out of there, really. Having to just hold on to this AK. And so Fnatic, with that A play, with the flashes and the B fake, right, to draw a rotation away. OG wishing that they never stuck that third man over towards the B site, and Valde just having a save. Bit of an anticlimactic ending. You know, you were hoping that Issa could have gone huge there down in the pit. He's given us some great rounds so far. But sadly, you know, when he's completely surrounded like that, no one could even get through to help him on his team. Not even flashbangs to come over because the rotations are locked in. He's essentially all alone.
Just silence out there right now. Everyone just poised. They know this one's at a bit of a knife edge. Are you guys excited right now, Harry? You seem like you are.
I'm excited, man. I'm trying to work out when. So Harry, you've got access to sound effects, right?
I mean, I found a way to play a sound effect, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so the issue I have, man, is you know, I never know when to throw them in because I don't think you want to overdo it. But I'm trying.
I could feel the quiz dropping off in popularity, so that's what you have to know when to cut it off, right? You have to realize that people probably aren't enjoying this as much. They've had their fair share and they're done. So yeah, you haven't done one yet, though. Valda might get more than one. There's a double, and that's not bad at all considering the absolute little they had going into this round. He actually gives them a fighting chance, I would say. Harry, you got any sound effects for this particular situation?
For this particular one?
Give us something. No. If you had to reach into the archives right now, what would you play?
What would I play if I reached into the archives? Let me have a look.
Here we go.
Okay, I got something. Right.
Show me what you got.
So it's like yeah, right? So that's what we're hoping to see out of these guys now. OG, what have they got? Oh.
Yikes.
They've burnt alive, man.
Dental records for Alexi B. Well then, we've got a rotation from OG. They've sent 2 players over towards the B bomb site, and Issa is on the flank again. Man. So this does become dangerous. Although
why are they leaving?
They believe in the smoke. The smoke is a brick wall. They're expecting to bait Fnatic back towards the A bomb site.
Why are they running? They've got this flank. Issa's got them trapped in B. They're assuming that maybe there's a timing hit because Issa went underpass to Banana. Now Fnatic turn around. They see the barrel and they kill Issa, doubling back into the stack, into both OG players, pushing mid with their knives out. They hear the feet and the Deagle's out with one. Oh, they ready for Mantu. Tucked in the corner, seen the barrel of his pistol. He had to look into the wall, but he looked to the left and that showed his PZ50 round that little cubby. Bit of a mistake, and that was just a very weird round anyway. Like, it almost worked out in the sense that OG went back to A, but they could have had Fnatic trapped in Banana with 20 seconds with a flank on Issa and 2 in the site. So, yeah, you see that barrel gives away Mantu's position. And that's, yeah, that goes weird and wrong in many different ways for OG. But an Antica for Fnatic that shouldn't have really been so close anyway, thanks to Valdet. Okay, another buy for OG. The eco is good. How will the rifle round be instead? AWP on Mantu, 3 on B as well. Mantu in the apartments. And already a player leaving B, so not staying there forever as MBK, but he's shuffling between the two. He's indecisive right now, as Fnatic aren't very clear on where they're ending up.
Heading towards the minute mark, and there's a lot of utility left for OG. Both Alexi B and Valde have got smoke grenades on this B bomb site. Oh, sorry, my bad. Only Alexi B. I guess Valde's just used his. So if there was a late play from Fnatic towards B, that could be troublesome. JW is heading up towards Banana as there are grenades thrown towards the A bomb site. The bomb is in tow with Crims as well. 38 seconds on the clock. Again, Alexi B still with that smoke grenade. Valde has an incendiary as well, so if this is the play, I think it will prove to be quite painful.
Oh, they're sneaking through. Playing contact right now. No utility going over. They lose Golden trying to wrap, and now the push comes in with the flash. It's Alexa B who needed to step up. Crims will double down, though, and this B site now belongs to Fnatic. The retake is on. OG rotating round. Got something to apply a bit more pressure, right? They're starting to make their way in. OG, are they even going to attempt this one? They've slowed it right down. Now they show their head to JW. He's in with the double kill, and the AWP ringing out towards CT will put this 12th on the board for Fnatic. OG, they look kind of dubious, kind of hesitant as to whether or not they even wanted to attempt that retake. And it's that indecisiveness that gives JW the time to get scoped up on CT.
Yeah, so now they don't really save anything. And it's Fnatic with a pretty convincing round here. 3 to survive. I say that with bated breath. It looked very sharp. He's taken down by JW as well. All right, well, this has been a long old series here. They're still pretty neck and neck, but 12-10. Money is in the old bin, though. OG, this is like, what, Deagle armor territory? You don't need to force by this one. I don't think that retake was ever really on the cards for them. They were like halfway point where they just peaked from CD spawn. Rough one for them, and now they've got absolutely nothing. At the very top end, they can go Deagle armor, which is about what they've got.
Or is this Fnatic just edging ahead at the finish line? The final lap. 12-10, lots of util, but we've not really seen that save OG in rounds like this before. Fnatic are very good at just committing when they're grouped up in Banana and not really being stalled out by smokes.
We've only had one round in this half for OG so far, and a lot of detonations for Fnatic. So the landscape is quite arid, although it's got to be frustrating the way that Fnatic entered the B bomb site there. Valde holding the molly, but jumping through the smoke, and Crims trading the frag. Very, very difficult stuff for both teams. OG made it as hard as possible, but it wasn't enough. Fnatic factor there.
Oh, bro. No way. MBK does it again. He did this exact play yesterday, and he got away with 3 off the 5-7, winning an eco for OG. Surely can't happen again. The whip spray. Crims traded. At least he gets 1. The gun retrieved. Golden hears that player running. A man who tries to escape. Golden could smoke, push him, and catch him on his escape, and he does. Fnatic up to 13. The eco dealt with a little bit dicey there, but Giacchino keeps up his top fragging in the server with a double. Golden 2, who's had one hell of a recovery. Let's remember, Golden was like 2 and 13. He's now level-headed, level pegging with the rest of his roster. So that's a real recovery for this guy. And Fnatic's T-side has been second to none. Like you said, only lost 1 round in this half. So OG is getting a bit scary now. AWP is back. It's got to have huge consequences, huge impact if they want to win this map. And oh dear, JW running the Molotov with very little damage taken. That was his teammate's molly, and so he only took 20 damage, but he gets no pick from it. OG are conceding the top of B, playing 2 in the site, and Fnatic double back as they know they have OG's attention at Banana. More than that, they've actually even moved over Mantu.
Well, they've baited some early grenades at the very least on that B bomb site. Perhaps part of the intention there. We saw how well OG held on to their utility late. Again, very well timed from NBK, completely inside the door. OG expectant, but will they pick the right position? Alexi B's made his way back towards the long area. Oh, this is going to be so telling for NBK. You can hear Giacchino Pre-fire, gotta be careful. JW turns it around, moving
How's he
accuracy of
done
the Mac 10 as a flashbang as well as he makes his way into the pit position. They know what Easter is, but there's no trade. Blind and down goes Jaquinho anyway. 4-on-2 for OG. And Fnatic try to stop OG from finding only their second round in this half, but it gets better and better as Crims is alone, heading towards that B bomb site. Not sure if anybody was deep enough on the A bomb site to hear him running away. Doesn't seem so. 27 seconds, he's got free reign, doesn't know it just yet though. He has a smoke for CT, and surely that will be the alarm bell for OG.
Yeah, the penny is dropping so late here for Mantu, who's left B. They've seen nothing. They've got no bomb. Maybe there's misinfo. Maybe they thought they had the package because no one even considered the 30-second rotate. Crims has more than enough time to get into a good position. Now, OG have kits. They have the smoke nade. They can cut off Banana, which is the bomb is planted for. But I swear, I've seen enough Fnatic clutches through this smoke. I've seen Flusher win a 1v4 to fight in the coffin post plant.
Note that Alexi B, the only one of a kit here. And the bomb's at some pace at this stage.
Yeah, it's already ticked down very, very far, but luckily enough, right, Mantu is just homed in on the angle, doesn't miss those. He makes up for the lack of rotation as well by nailing the shot. So bomb plant is a bit of extra money there for Fnatic at least. And, you know, maybe a bit of a blunder on OG's part to allow that bomb to go down in the first place, but they still recover. They still get the round locked in. And they keep 4 players alive in the process.
Monday's going to be rough for OG if they lose this one. Again, the exchange of utility happens once more. We've got 3 players for OG on Banana, but they're playing further back and they're avoiding all of these airstrikes. But how will they respond? Will we go for one of those retakes? You can see them starting to emerge. There's the flashbang from the coffins to swing, but Crims avoids it, but he can't avoid Valde. And AWP's here as well. More utility as OG safely take top Banana and force Golden away. Considering rotating a 3rd and a 4th man towards the A bomb site in case there's a fast response, and Fnatic have taken top mid. JW waiting for some curiosity from Alexi B. He won't go too deep.
He's just welcomed him into sport. It's a bit of a bait for Alexi B, but there's no one here to actually play it. JW walks the smoke. Alexi is so ready for it. Dear, oh dear, in the head. Rent free. Brolin with a nice kill, but traded, and Jaquinho, while he's in the pit, re-smoke on the Moto side. He's got a chance to plant. Probably will just get pushed here by Mantu. He knows he can make a risky play, and it will pay off wonderfully. No chance in that round, and OG field another 2 in a row now on the CT side, out of nowhere. It was a dead half, an empty half. But now they're starting to whittle back at the economy of Fnatic and also at the scoreline as well. This might be the final buy for the Swedes before they finally have to take an eco. But even then, I say that, we got JW saving some money, we got some pistols and a hero AK. So they go in with a bit of a low buy now. They could have invested far more, but it wouldn't have been 5 AKs. So this makes sense. Fnatic, this is essentially their eco.
Interesting, the lack of bomb plant makes it harder for Fnatic to take map control, or maybe retake map control as that pop flash comes in once again. Alexi B with a little burst. Not sure if he saw the player on logs, but he knows there's one car at the very least. Golden with a quick jerk with the Tech 9. Alexi B is expectant. There we go, playing straight through with the combo of the smoke and the flash. Stuck at second oranges now as Alexi B trying to create some space for himself, but he'll take one in the face. Plenty of vitamin C for him. 4 versus 3 as Golden doesn't go too far. Mantu continues to creep with the AWP. Slow rotation from Issa. How much do they want to invest into this? If OG lose this round, they're in so much trouble. They lose all their weapons they're carrying right now. Oh, that's a whiff from Mantu. He's got to be real careful. Forcing Fnatic to the pool. Jaquinho on Banana. There are kits for all these players, but they've only got a flashbang left, and they still got 4 kills to find. There's the first one. Issa with 2. NBK starting to creep as well. They may be invited deep enough to lose everything as Fnatic make it to 14.
Man, Golden, like this guy again. I'm gonna bring up that earlier score on the CT side. He was really struggling to hold B. He was getting wrecked. He was 2-13 at one point. He's now 17-17. It is quite the turnaround. And right there in that post plant, doubling up on trades, backs up into the site, and lets Giacchino find that final kill. Great play. Not letting OG back in. Although they may find a couple of rounds in a row. Like you said, James, that was a key round for their money. And they give it a go. They send everything in a 4-on-3, and they fall short. So it'll cost them. And now they have to give away match point to Fnatic.
Series has been quite the slog for these squads. But this round won't be free for Fnatic. It'll still be dangerous. And OG have won plenty of rounds like this in this series, I feel like. The rounds which should be pedestrian for Fnatic have been lost on more than one occasion. See 4 players, top banana, and Issa pushing through apps with a pistol and a smoke grenade. This time OG will get hit by the odd grenade, and there's more to come as we can see. But they got some grenades themselves. There's a nice response, and that will slow down Fnatic in their push towards B.
Sometimes you need a quiz, really, isn't it? I mean, on it.
Yeah, I mean that would be prime quiz time. Now, this is right where Fnatic want to be. You know, this is the perfect scenario for them in a way, right? You're up against this partial investment, 15 about to go your way if you get this over the line, and so as James is saying, they've just got to do everything they can to not get outwitted by the pistols. And what do you know, right? It's looking like they could. Brolin down here in the bottom of mid. Oh, the timing's good for him, and he has just caught Issa. Now that might save the day, because suddenly now Fnatic know, well, OG have all this information. They know that we were going B, so they've read the stack. They're rotating away, and they're going back towards this A site. They might have just saved themselves with that there.
Issa moves just a few seconds too early, doesn't he? If he doesn't die there, Fnatic go into a 4-man pistol hold. They may have even won it, but just the numbers alone made that round tantalizing. But Issa dead behind, and Fnatic have seen that before. They don't want to walk into the waiting arms of OG, and it will just be a half-buy save, really, just dragging your Kevlar into the next round. That's all this is for OG. Hoping maybe you can grab an AK on the way out, but Fnatic aren't hunting. They'd rather just keep everything intact. They know OG are low money, and they will be buying up against 15. So 3 chances now. It's essentially like OT. You've just clean swept the first half. Fnatic have 3 chances to win 1 round. Seems easy, right?
Absolutely. Seems it. But I'm going to guess it's not.
Surely. Looking very focused, as have both teams here. Not getting any smiles out of Alexibi yet. Is still carrying on his very strong performance from the previous map of Mirage. I feel like no more aggro mids for OG. They need to settle back. They need to hang out. Without it, it's a great grenade combo with Alexi to find Golden down Banana, but he won't escape with his life. Mollied out by Crims. It's a good trade. 3 on A. Scary position to be in, but they do have the AWP here as well. Smoke on the long side. MBK can drop the molly. 4-man 2 is blinded, and they chase him down. Oh, the molly never comes through, and that's going to cost OG as though, and yet again, a man down. And Fnatic have a lot of room to move.
Oh, that helps a lot. MBK mopping up JW. We're into this 3-on-3. These two players inside of the A site now need to put on a bit of a show, and it's Issa continuing to find success. Another, and oh, Issa saving the day, keeping the dream alive for OG as they move on to 13. It came down to him and MBK to put on that show inside of the A site. They deal with JW first at long. That frees up MBK to rotate back around and help Issa out. But he didn't really need any help. He gets this entire round locked in single-handedly. And I mean, that's just that's great, man. That's kind of reinvigorated OG now, right? Because you're looking at Fnatic. That felt like it was theirs. They had all the openers.
Yeah.
They were steamrolling into that A site.
Did JW walk through the long smoke with an orb? That's what I'm wondering. I'm pretty sure he did. That's a very bold player. It's a Fnatic thinking they'd already won the series, and well, out of nowhere, Issa, stellar defense on the site, and suddenly, that's 1 out of 3 gone. 2 more wishes from the genie. And B stacked again. OG have had so many good reads in the CT side, even when they've not necessarily won the rounds off of them. Not forever though. Rotate goes back and Util running dry. Fnatic have more than they need to execute into B.
Oh boy.
Not anymore.
Well, it only cost them 1 for the time being, but Valor goes for a spray here. Who knows what he could find? Just the 1, in fact. Well, I'm very quick with the trade. Issa trying to connect, and he will with a HE grenade at the very least. Being very important. That's his 26th frag in this map. Down goes Crims, and it's down to JW now. 1 versus 3. In the smoke, he's got to be aggressive. He can't let them collapse on him. Needs to try and keep some space for himself. Very dangerous player. Not sure where he is just yet. I don't believe. There's Issa. Where are the remaining 2? Mantu's on the way. Tags through the Coppins, in fact. He's got a molly as well. Switching out for an AK-47. But where is the bomb planted? Doesn't quite have the angle. MBK's here to hold things down. And OG make it to 14.
Yeah, that plant actually kind of screwed him. It's behind the fountain. The player defusing is at least. So that's not an easy kill to find once they smoke the bomb. Unfortunate stuff. But a very nice try from JW nonetheless. Hits the tag. If only that's a kill. Suddenly that game is probably done. But OG, skin of their teeth, they hold on. They know OT is within reach. 1 round from it.
You had many overtimes this tournament, boys?
I don't think we've had one yet. Yeah, which is weird, right? You know, normally it's like
lucky I'm here for you. I bring the good
right.
luck every single time.
I think you brought back the charm of the overtimes.
Yeah, I was the missing piece. We've actually made it happen. Cracked it on the 3rd map where it looked like we weren't going to get it. For a second, it looked like we wouldn't find overtime. But
Don't jinx it, Henry.
well, true. Yeah, don't want to give it up now, but. What have we got for the final round here? Money can't be great, I'll say that much. No, definitely not.
Yeah, this is a perfect buy for OG as well. Nothing else they could have had. Only 1 AK on Fnatic at round 30, map 3. Winners match of Group A. If they close this now, that would be such an insult to injury for OG.
Well, they've got utility at least, Fnatic. Again, there's that Molotov for short. You can see Broline can focus on the upper areas. Since there are flames down below, flame carpet or Mamu style. Did he see the players towards Graveyard? Not sure, but it's Issa again with the multi-frag. He's been so good for OG, pivotal for them. We're now on a 4 versus 2 to bring this to overtime. Very deep flash, MBK in the Graveyard position. Really sharp shots from him, but again, it's JW alone with the bomb. Here's Valde moving away from that long position. Does he go for a kill before trying to plant? Seems he might do. Surely Man 2 will focus on long soon enough. There's the trade, and it's 15 apiece. 30 rounds have come and gone, and there's more play to be had here.
We made it, boys. We actually did it.
Never stops.
Just like the old days.
Cheers, mate.
Just like the old days. Well, we've kicked things off in true style. 3 best of 3s to come today. This one, just getting started, though. Just getting warmed up, perhaps. We could have a whole nother 30 rounds of Counter-Strike if history to repeat itself, which it usually does. Right. I'm going to be right back. I've got my actual food arriving now, boys.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah,
expect to be here.
It's
Chinese.
Yeah.
Got kebabs today. All the phone calls coming in. Be right back.
Kebab. And move to Malta to order kebab delivery.
You're in London, James. You got options.
London's fine for kebabs. You don't. Well, I don't even know what food they have in Malta, to be honest with you. So,
No.
never been there.
Oh.
Get out, run. They hear the tick of the molly. They go back to B. How long will they keep this misinfo up in mid? Because MBK is about to peek for a little bit more knowledge. Figure out if Fnatic are harboring this area. And they are not. Will there be an early B rotate? Yes, player goes back.
Boy.
MBK falls shortly after another bomb doubles into this A site. And Valde hasn't gone far. He is still close in the arch side. Smoke deep. Brolin trying to clear out the long side. Still has to get past Valde, who is at least playing for the information. Brolin looking for nades on the dead body. Nothing to be found, but the kill is in. And Crims with a pick out of apartment. Giacchino as well. And now it tumbles down for OG. Fnatic finding the round that they couldn't find in the last 3 of regulation, but they've at least started off OT strong.
Well then, starting with 16k, Alexi B will still choose to fall back for this one. Fnatic are back to winning ways again. Won so many rounds at the beginning of that T side, only for OG to turn it around when the pressure was high. Not wanting to take an L on the 3rd and final map. At least the first round will go the way of OG, but just have a look at all the frags on Issa. 28 for 19. I do wonder how many multi-frag rounds he's had so far, just on this one map of Inferno. Never mind the rest. Well, there's a first round in the bag for Fnatic.
I was going to say, Issa has been like the real notable player here, right? Like consistently, even if you think about how he started this second half, rather, with the ace attempt in the 1v, well, I think it was 1v4 when he attempted it, wasn't able to get the defuse, and then since then he's given us so many of these big multi-kill rounds where he really has been the difference maker. It is great to see him having a game like this. It really, really is. Also, if I'm not mistaken, he plays with a pretty high ping, doesn't he? So, because I don't know what the situation is for OG, but it seems like everyone else is just at home.
Yeah, pretty sure he is. But hey, he made it through, his whole career doing it. So, while it's a bit of a handicap, he's at least up for the job.
See, this is where you could try crescendo into something big, right? You paint this storyline of, oh, Fnatic, it's gone to overtime, but right now, with how they're positioned, they are in the lead, and they're trying to close this series out. This is why we have the sound effects, right? To add a little bit more spice.
When you start singing?
You bring no, not anytime soon. So yeah, you take a look at this. Fnatic in the lead right now, but can it stay that way? OG having this resurgence. You got guys like Issa giving us a stellar game. Mantu as well with the Zorp, him and JW in those head-to-heads. It's all on the line as we head into overtime. And right now, there isn't really a clear winner in sight just yet. We're on a little technical timeout. But that just gives us a bit more time to try and build some hype up.
That is music to my ears there, Harry. It's just I sit down, third map, overtime. Oh, technical issues, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what was the best, Henry? When it would be like, you be at a big event and it's like the pistol round, they're trying to get the crowd really hype and then they restart.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, yeah, let's go. And it's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, pretty much every game I would ever commentate. Right?
It's the worst. So what kind of kebab have you got here?
Well, unfortunately, I went
just
for a
kebab?
kebab box, right? Do you know when you're in London, you get a kebab box, you're expecting like some chicken doner, some chips, some bit of salad. They gave me an actual box just full of salad, a separate box full of meat, a separate box full of chips. It's just like, it's a nightmare. I don't know what they've done yet. I don't know, mate. It was called a kebab box. I don't think they've misunderstood the whole premise of the box. And so yeah, I'm moderately pissed off with that situation, but happy we're here in overtime. To be honest,
it's like a build your own situation.
Yeah, it's not what you need when you're live on air.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's to do with the whole global situation. You know, trying to limit human interaction as much as possible. I don't really understand how it works, you know. I don't even. What do you use to order food in Malta?
Apps.
No, yeah, obviously that. But I mean, like, you know, do they have their own one, or is it just like the standard standard same three?
I don't want to push any brands here.
No,
but it begins like it's a German one, I believe.
Okay.
It's just, all the apps. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah.
There is a regular.
So what's the issue then? Do we know?
Player dropped on OG. So.
Oh, I thought it was your kebab. I thought it was a kebab.
We're waiting for you.
Lunch, yeah, we've got an hour lunch break now, mandated by the company.
Well then. Yes, Fnatic are a round up, but there's plenty more to play. They will start with 16k, so based on what we've seen thus far, do you guys have a favorite to take this in overtime?
I'm still sticking with
Have your
Fnatic.
Original opinions changed?
I'm sticking with Fnatic, even though they weren't able to get it over the line. I think them getting off to a good start here. The fact that they were on 15. I think if we end up going double overtime, which, you know, does happen a fair bit, I think that's where OG can look to take it back. But I think you know, that's how they do it. I don't think they like clean sweep and overtime. I know they're really a team that build back into games, and I still think Fnatic have the edge right now. But if it goes to another OT, then I think OG take it.
Covering both bases is
well, no, yeah. I'm more just, you know, trying to give like a nice varied answer.
See, I think Fnatic could win it. I also think OG definitely could win it. So, you know, there we go.
Oh, nice.
I'm definitely not wrong in that statement. Anyone's game. But we do have the reconnection. All players are back in the server, so hopefully the match will continue. And we get to see the combination of one. Yeah, you used the word slog earlier, James. I think that's appropriate. This has been very, very back and forth, like dominant halves, and then a team just going completely quiet and unable to close. And well, that was a story of Mirage. It's a story of Inferno as well. Train was a long time ago, but that was pretty clean, pretty concise for Fnatic. Orbs are back out, Man 2 v JW. Not really the head-to-head that we've had all too much. No one's been going for any audacious mid-picks. We've seen Man 2 occasionally posting Banana, but more often than not, he is in apps or he is on shore, just waiting around. Heavy Palmer's presence for OG, and Valde pushing the envelope of Banana. He's gone all the way down behind the smoke, above the logs. Baited in by Golden Crims. Here's the shots he could fire back, but he allows Valde to escape. And Man 2, in the meantime, picking up an opener in mid. Oh dear, that's crazy for JW.
He didn't get it though. MBK still fighting, still holding on to the boiler room, and things really are heated up here as he's going blow for blow with JW. Still not a clear winner in sight, but they need that bomb, and MBK's not giving it up for anything. That's OG on to 16. They keep this this first half of overtime nice and competitive as we head into the third round. Yeah, I thought JW had the shot onto the guy in Boiler. I feel like it could have been a different round if he didn't need his teammate to come in and swoop through from the apartments, because it gives up the aim of the game. MBK didn't know that there was a player there.
Yeah, it kind of dug them the hole, right? Because Mantu mollies it from Boiler, and so JW either has to bail or commit, and he chooses to commit, and yeah, that's like, you have to win the fight then immediately. He doesn't. Well, the round falls apart at the seams. Mollies provide a bit of a safe haven for Crims in the middle, but not for long, as he pushes past to his death. Validate is trapped, and he's good for 2 at least. He could escape with that molly down, but he is just holding on to this position with his life. And right now, 5-on-3 for OG, looking to win the half. No surprise, considering it was a difficult task for Fnatic to close on the T side, or one round might be all they have here in OT as well.
Tag will be heard by NBK. He knows that players are lurking. Already got 4 players on this A bomb site. Oh, Mantu caught off by Brolan, just speaking, looking for the entries. Jaquinho will be denied though in the apartments. NBK falling off now again. Still 3 players there. Like to be looking top mid almost as JW rounds the corner. Last man standing on shot. There is a molly as well. 42 seconds and very deep peaks must be had, but it's an easy one for Issa. Another kill for him. And OG moving to the T side. 1 round to the good. Issa now hit the 30 bomb. 30 for 20. Far ahead of everybody else, but Brolan is doing his best to catch up.
Anyone's game at this point, but let's see if OG can take a clean sweep here and find what would essentially be an upset victory, right? Although we mentioned they had a better track record coming into Fnatic in this matchup, well, the odds for Betway at the beginning were in favor of Fnatic, so I think that's a fair assessment, but OG have not gone down without a fight here. If a broken buy on MBK, it's not the money getting in the way, he wants the pace of the Mach 10 for the entry.
Ooh, they're going fast in, they're picking up the pace, and there is this triple hold here, but they're in CT, they're wrapping the ruins. Crims realizes and does turn on a dime to mop that up. It's all gotten a little bit chaotic now. OG spread thinly, right? Players in CT, players in the pool, and this is giving engagements over to Fnatic. We need someone to step up big here inside of this B site. Jaquinho and Golden back to back, both playing at the new box. The Golden still fighting, still trying to waste time. Finally cancelled out. And that leaves the 2-on-2 open for Fnatic. Brolan and JW left with a pretty tall order ahead of them. And, oh, that nade. Gonna swipe Valda out of the round. Mantu, he's looking for the kills. They've gone up over the railing. They're peeking in, and he's still worried about players in the site. It's a missed shot from JW. And now Mantu's aware. Now he's curious about this CT position. Re-smoke in, trying to stay alive through it. There is a gap there for the player on the left to peek through. Mantu still doesn't know the whereabouts of this second man. Now he's seen him. Now he knows. 10 seconds though, time is the problem here for Mantu. And oh, there's the first through the edge of the smoke. Now trying to get the bomb down, but he's sticking it. The swing, not through yet. Brolan will lock in the round just about. And that's Fnatic on to 17. Brolan closing out the 1v1. It's a good try from Mantu. Sadly, time is the problem there, right? He's so hard-pressed to get that bomb down. Doesn't want to fake it and play for the fight. Brolan didn't even peek right away, so if he had done that, I think he would have got caught trying to plant the bomb again.
I think someone must have called to Mantu that there were 2 in CT at that point. If you recall the grenade that went through the smoke, that was from Brolan. In the meantime, he's hearing the AWP shoot. He knows that that's on JW if it's JW and Brolan alive. And so, you know, after so long of considering Banana, of watching his back, I think someone finally makes a call like, they're double CT. They're both behind that smoke, and you should go for the plant. And he gets it, but doesn't get off the site for long. 17 all. Nice try for Mantu, albeit the time eludes him. Oh dear, it's a massacre. Jaquinho pushing Banana, pushing the boat out, and finding 2 kills from it. It's a team flash off of Mantu that allows him to do so. And that is not how you want to start if you're OG. Fnatic back in control of this round.
JW picked up another molly. So they do have 2 on this B bomb site now. But they use one quickly. There's the first one. That will force OG back, but for how long? JW going to be forced away from all the angles, all kinds of junk in his direction. See if he's able to do anything with it. In the meantime, Golden find new blocks, NBK and Co in the pool position. I don't even know if Golden's got anything there, but down goes Mantu. 4 versus 2 as Fnatic start to rotate towards this B bomb site. JW still stuck and isolated from Golden, who eventually dies on the bomb site, but he stayed alive for quite a while. NBK heard reloading by default. So he's got a 1v2 on the site, but it'll soon be 1v3 as Crims makes his way over. Not needed though. JW will finish off the round, and it's match point for Fnatic once again.
On the CT side, one more round will do it, guys. Are you believing? Is this Fnatic's game?
Yeah, maybe.
Feels good to me.
It's looking good, isn't it? I'm always worried though, Henry. I'm always worried with you. The amount of games I've seen where it looks like it's all said and done. It looks like it's been put to bed.
Yeah.
And then you get another 6 out of it.
Yeah,
Bonus round.
CT side is different as well. That's a nice change, right? 3 T rounds they couldn't close. Well, now they're on the other half. Now they're in a better position. But JW does get legged out of spawn. Mantu trades out of the AWP back to the AK after legging him. So that's kind of cool. You know you have the money for it. It's not going to cost you anything. So gives the AWP a shot, but doesn't want to run it in and execute. And that makes a lot of sense. We actually saw the same punishment come through for JW trying to, run the AWP into the T rounds in regulation to close this map. And here come OG towards the A site, fast and furious.
There's a gap for Brolan to play with. That's the bomb spotted for Mantu as well. But look at the swing from OG, making their way over. It's Crimson turns the whole thing down with a multi-frag. He finds himself 3. Still has support on the side if he needs it.
Surely.
To the right, in fact, from Brolan. Issa creeping up now as Mantu's in the apartments with the T4. But the cavalry is on the way from Fnatic. 45 seconds, and OG may try and catch a rotation out. Mantu now making things worse, but Issa will fail after so many kills. Leaves Mantu in a 1 versus 3, and it's his turn to head towards the B-bomb site.
Yeah, with 30 seconds remaining, he has to be like running in the next 5 seconds or so. So this is getting to the point of no return. Walking up towards middle. I think we might be done here, boys. Pack it all up. Mantu will find a gap towards short, but that's it. Crim's gone. And there we have it. Fnatic are your victors. I'll let you do this bit. I'm not actually working the show, so.
Yeah, man, Fnatic take it, and it takes them an overtime to get there, but they're still able to long this out. I think if this has taught us one thing, is that these OG games specifically are going to feature this a lot, right? With like these comebacks and having to haul your way back into a game, because pretty much every single map they've played now, apart from like trains, have been these back and forth affairs where it's ended up, going the distance every single time. I think it's a shame. We had a great game out of Issa. He was looking really, really good. But it's like once we hit that overtime, I don't know, man, Fnatic, they kicked it up a gear. It really did feel like it. You got some great rounds out of the likes of like JW in there as well. I don't know. I think that was a good series all in all, even if it was like a very drawn out affair. And Jaquinho, I think, had a much better performance today than what we saw from him the other day.
For sure, yeah. We're going to be talking more about that, though. We also have 2 more best of 3s coming up for the rest of the day, so do join us after the break.
Oh, he's turned the camera on.